Hey folks, your OS Reviews. Today you're watching our video review / first look at the Verilux Rise and Shine Serenity. This is an advanced alarm clock that features interesting nature sounds, some programmable FM radio, and more importantly, it also has a light that will start to get brighter and brighter whenever you get closer to the alarm time. So it simulates the sun rising, and as a result, it puts you into a better mood, or so the manufacturer claims, when you get out of bed in the morning. It also makes getting out of bed a bit easier because you have a light that's shining over your face and also a sound going on in the background. So you have two different types of ways for you to really make sure you get up in the morning. Now, the most distant competitor to the Verilux Rise and Shine Serenity will be the Philips WakeUp light, just because the price tags are very similar, but the design of both models are quite dramatically different. Whereas Verilux went with a very small, compact design that's easy to carry around, and you can see compared to a Samsung Galaxy S3, it's quite small, it sits very easily on a desk. The Philips WakeUp light is more like a piece of furniture. It's a cone-shaped, it's very large, and it looks like a piece of modern decoration in your home. So that seems a bit more classy. This seems something that's a bit more portable. But with that being said, the WakeUp light by Philips is a lot more simple to use. It has a few key features like the WakeUp light itself, and then everything else is basically reduced. Whereas over here, we have a lot more hidden functions like the ability to actually dim the screen over here. So if we press on the screen here, you can make it brighter, dimmer, and you can also change the light from being a natural light to also being a glowing mood light. So you can actually change color from purple to green to yellow to red, and this is another way for you to wake up or to create some interesting effects in your bedroom. So it packs in a tighter set of features into a smaller package, but at the expense of some more usability. So you will need to read the manual to kind of get situated with this particular product. In terms of price tag, again, both devices are very similar. They aren't cheap as far as alarm clocks go, but they do have more functions than your average alarm. The Verilux Rise and Shine Serenity retails for about $120 online. Philips WakeUp Light is about $110, so about equal, I would say. Taking a look now at the actual design of the device, it still looks pretty modern and futuristic. The ring on the center here is obviously where the light is embedded, both the natural wake-up light and also the mood light. Down below here, you have access to a circular LCD screen that shows off your time information. The backlight is pretty nice and easy to read. Along the sides, you have access to the up and down keys for the dimming. So I can change the brightness for the actual light up to 15 and to dim it all the way back to 0. So this is an easy way for you to control the light and how much you want it to be glowed when you're waking up with it using the alarm. There's also the key over here that allows you to dim and make the actual screen here a bit brighter and dimmer. There's a wake key for setting the alarm, powering the alarm on and off, a sound key for programming the sound, so you can have it through radio. You'll notice that there is an antenna in the back, and this actually uses FM radio, so you get about 20 preset channels or so. Radio quality is so-so. The speakers on the back are a little bit tinny, but they are very, very loud. So it's another way for you to wake up to some sounds and do some music if that's what you want. But you can also program it to use nature sounds, and those are preset. They're very basic. We've seen them already on Brookstone's products. So for example, a waterfall or some waves in the distance, and it's pretty relaxing and adds another layer to your waking experience. A sleep key starts the entire sleep or starts the entire napping experience, and you can program different times for that. So in terms of powering on the light on a basic day-to-day usage, you can also, of course, power it on just as a night light or as a reading light. So you can use it as a desk lamp if that's what you want, just by tapping on the top there. And the top features, again, the snooze. It also dubs as a light. And this is a capacitive sensor, so it's very responsive and easy to press. You notice on the back there we have access to the AC adapter, and that's because the adapter is required to use this product. There's also a port where you can put in AAA batteries, but this is a backup battery compartment that will allow you to maintain your time in the case that electricity goes out, but it will stop powering the light. The light itself requires that you have the power plugged into the wall, so that's something to note. Speakers on the back, they are located on the left and right side, so it's actually stereo for the radio and the nature sounds, and again, it can actually get pretty loud. On the very bottom, there are a few rubber feet which prevent the alarm clock from sliding around when sitting on a desk or surface. Overall, the construction quality is good. It's again crafted out of plastic, and it looks classy enough, I guess, as far as alarms are concerned, and interesting enough. In terms of ease of use, I will say that this particular alarm is okay. The first few times that I used it, I had to really kind of play around with it for about 20 minutes before I got customized to the various features and functions on here, just because there's a bit of research and digging that you need to do. Many of the keys on here double as various functions, so they play different roles in different programs. So they can actually play 2 different roles, for example. So it takes a bit more to get used to, I guess, the various controls. In terms of the light, at 15, the light's brightness is strong, but not as bright as a Philips WakeUp light is. So if you need a really bright source of light to get you waked up, or for you to start reading in darker environments, this is a weaker facet of this particular alarm. You can still definitely use it, and it definitely is powerful enough for you to wake up in the morning, but at the same time, it's considerably dimmer than, again, Philips options out there. Again, you can control it pretty easily, and the overall experience, as you can see, the kind of light dimming, actually is fairly responsive and easy to get used to. Tapping on here, we have the mood light, which I found to be less particularly useful, although you can also use it, I guess, for parties, for setting the tone in a specific room, and also for putting on a display. But a feature I would like to see, because there is a mood light on here, would be a connection to an iPod or an MP3 player in the future. This allows you to maybe sync the music to the light, and that would be a pretty cool feature to have, and something that the company could consider in the future. It works, but nothing too extraordinary. The alarm itself, it's also very loud, like we talked about. There's stereo speakers, so you definitely will wake up. It actually gets pretty loud, so I haven't really experienced an instance where I couldn't wake up because I couldn't hear the alarm in the background. So you do have a lot of options in that department. Overall, this is a good option to consider if you are looking for a wake-up light. It's actually quite natural, and I didn't really feel like I was way too drowsy or really in a bad mood when I tried to wake up with a Serenity. With that being said, $130, is it worth it or not? It's really up to you. If you feel like you're a light sleeper and you can already wake up in the morning, then perhaps getting a cheaper option is a good way to go, and kind of you can save the money for other purposes. But if you do need a wake-up light, I think this is a good contender for the Philips model that's being produced. You can check out more details in our official written review on our website, but this has been our video. Thank you for watching. This has been the Serenity, the Verilux Rise and Shine Serenity Alarm.